Good morning, class. I hope everyone is doing well. Now, I guess today is the second class, isn't it? After the midterm examination. So, you all know that we have already started a chapter number 4, called Reflection of Light at Plane Surface. Right? And we also have learned and understood about the reflection of light, and the terms which are related with reflection, such as incident ray, deflected ray, point of incidence, normal, angle of incidence denoted by small letter I, angle of reflection denoted by small letter r. And we also learned about types of reflection. There were two types of reflection depending on the nature of the surface. They were regular and irregular reflections, isn't it? Then we also learned about the definition of regular reflection and irregular reflection, isn't it? Yes. And then we also saw the diagram of the reflected ray, okay, from the regular surface, or you can say the regular reflection, and we also saw the ray diagram showing the irregular reflection, isn't it? And the last but very important topic that we have discussed in our previous video lecture was laws of reflection. And I have discussed along with you all there are two laws of reflection. They are the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal all lie at the point of incidence and at the same plane, isn't it? Then the second law, or you can say the law number 2, okay, or the other law of reflection, is that the angle of incidence is equals to, okay, to the angle of reflection, that is angle I equals to angle R, isn't it? So today we will be discussing about the image formed by plane mirror. Okay, image formed by plane mirror. So first of all, let us understand what is image. Now, what is image? Image is nothing but reflection, okay, reflection of object, okay, reflection of object from a plane, or you can say smooth surface. Understand? So when the reflected ray meets, it forms image. All right, so here you can see the reflected rays are meeting, and that's why the image is formed here. Okay, so that is what we call image. Now, images are of two types: real image and virtual image. Real image and virtual image. So how many types of images are there? There are two types of images. What are they? Real image and virtual image. Now, what is real image? The image which can be obtained on a screen is called real image. So please underline this. Okay, real images are always inverted. So for example, you can see here the incident ray here are incident on this mirror, a curved mirror, and reflected rays are meeting at this point, and the image is formed. But you can see the image is formed inverted, isn't it? So real images are always inverted. So I may give you this in the fill in the blanks or in true and false during the exams or in the test. So please keep this in your mind. Okay. Now, they are formed only if the rays reflected from a surface actually meet. Very important thing to remember. Real images are formed only when the reflected rays are actually meeting at a point. Understand? So that is a real image. Now, a virtual image, please underline, is formed by the intersection of the rays of light produced behind the mirror. It cannot be obtained on a screen, whereas real image was what? Able to be obtained on a screen, but virtual images cannot be obtained on what? Screen. And virtual images are always erect but laterally inverted. So this topic, laterally inverted, we'll discuss later in the chapter. So here in the second diagram or second figure number B, you see that the reflected ray, these are the incident ray, they are reflected on the by this surface, and these are the rays which are reflected, but these rays are not meeting, isn't it? But when you produce this backward, your rays are so backward you can see that they are meeting at this point. So your image will be formed here. So this kind of image, okay, which are formed, okay, by the rays which are not actually meeting, but they are appearing to meet. This kind of images are called virtual images, and these virtual images are what? Erect. Okay, virtual images are erect, and okay, they cannot be screened. Screen ma dekhanu sakdaina. All right, so here you can get three differences here: real image and virtual image. Okay, the three differences between the real image and virtual image is: number one, real image can be screened or can be obtained on a screen, okay, whereas virtual images cannot be obtained on screen. Number one. Number two, real images are formed by the actual meeting of the reflected ray, okay, whereas virtual images are formed when the reflected ray appear to, okay, meet at a point when produced backward. All right, and the third difference is that real images are inverted, whereas virtual images are erect. So please know this. All right. Okay, now let's discuss about the image formed by a plane mirror. So before that, let's understand what is a plane mirror. Now, what is a plane mirror? A perfectly flat, polished surface capable of reflecting light regularly is known as a plane mirror. So plane mirror is a polished surface which is perfectly flat and capable of giving you what kind of reflection? Regular reflection. That surface is called plane mirror. An ordinary mirror which we use at home is a plane mirror. So the mirror that you use at home to brush your teeth, to comb your hair, isn't it? To look on your look your face, that mirror is your plane mirror. Okay, so formation of an image is one of the effect of reflection of light. In order to understand the formation image by a mirror, we must know the difference between real image and virtual image, so which I have explained you just now here, isn't it? So now let's see the properties of image. Kosto image te banaucha kelle plane mirror le. Let's see. Number one, okay, virtual and erect. Number one property of the image formed by the plane mirror is the image is virtual and erect. Okay, virtual means the reflected rays are not actually meeting, but when it is produced backward, they appear to meet at a point. Okay, and they are erect, tharo, isn't it? When you see your face on the mirror, right? So the image formed by the plane mirror is erect. Number two, the image is of the same size as that of the size of the object. So when you are looking your face on the mirror, what do you see? You will see the face has the same size as that of your, isn't it? So the image and the object are of same size. And number three, the very important one, is at the same distance behind the mirror as the object in front of the mirror. Now this means that if you are standing 1 meter in front of the mirror, then the image will also be 1 meter behind the mirror. Okay, and the fourth property, you can put a star mark on this, it is laterally inverted. Very important topic, that which we are going to study later. All right, so these are the four properties of the image which are formed by the plane mirror. Number one, image is virtual and erect. Number two, image is of the same size as that of the size of the object. Number three, the image is at the same distance behind the mirror as the object in front of the mirror. And number four, the image is laterally inverted. Laterally inverted. So please remember this. Okay, so now we will go to the next page, page number 65. Okay, now in this page you see the first topic mentioned on the top is lateral inversion, isn't it? The fourth property that we have just now learned about the image formed by the plane mirror, laterally inverted, right? So lateral inversion means, what is lateral inversion? See, lateral inversion. So for this, let's do one activity. Okay, you go and stand in front of your mirror. I guess everyone has mirror at their home. isn't it? Go right now, go and stand in front of your mirror. Okay, so are you standing in front of the mirror? So if you are standing in front of the mirror, you raise your right hand. Okay, raise your right hand and look on the image on the mirror. Okay, you try to see on the image which hand is being raised. Okay, तिम्रो देख्छौ नि छाया ऐनामा तिमीले the right hand उठाउँदैछौ. Now try to find out which hand is being raised by the image. तिम्रो नक्साले चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ हात उठाउँदैछ. You will see that your image is raising up the left hand, whereas you are raising up your right hand. Are you getting my point? So when you are raising your right hand, the image, it seems like the image is raising its left hand. So this interchange of left to right and right to left is called lateral inversion. So very easy to understand. So similarly, you can now raise your left hand. So when you raise your left hand in front of the mirror, the image in the mirror will look as if it is raising up its right hand. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the entire left part of your body seems to be the right part of your image. Understand? So this inversion is called lateral inversion. Very important point to be remembered when you are studying reflection by a plane mirror. Understand? So the raising or the interchanging of the left to right, okay, between the object and image by a plane mirror is called lateral inversion. So let's read from the book now. In a plane mirror, the right side of an object appears to be the left side of the image, and the left side of the object appears to be the right side of the image. This left-right inversion is known as lateral inversion. That is the interchange, please underline this, of the right and left side of an object, okay, and its image in a plane mirror is called lateral inversion. Understand? So for this we have done this activity, okay, or you can write the letter P as shown in here, and the activities which is shown here you have done just now, isn't it? So that is why you have seen in the ambulance is written in this way, no? Yes. Why is this written in this way? So that the car, okay, running in front of the ambulance, when it looks the car behind it through its mirror, it appears to be in a correct form in this form. All right, so you might have seen that the word ambulance written laterally inverted as ambulance on the ambulance van. Do you know why this word written so? This is because the driver of the vehicle going ahead of the ambulance van can act accordingly on looking at the right image of the word ambulance through his rear view mirror. गाडीमा हुन्छ नि दैलोको छेउमा ऐना, दैलोको छेउमा त्यहाँ अगाडि माथि हुन्छ नि ऐना. That aina which is used to look the image of the back is called rear view mirror. Okay, what do we call it? Rear view mirror, and can, okay, give pass or passes to the ambulance van carrying patients so that they reach the hospital on time. So that is why the ambulance word is written in a laterally inverted way. All right. Okay, now the other one is periscope. What is it? Periscope. So this is the figure of periscope. Now periscope is an instrument which with which a person can see round corners and other obstructions. Okay, it is based on the principle of laws of reflection of light from a plane mirror. So this is the principle, please underline this, on which the periscope is based on. It consists of a long tube. You can see it consists of a long tube with a plane mirror, okay, at each end. So it's a tube, and here you can see there is a one plane mirror here and another plane mirror here. So how many mirrors are there? Two mirrors are there. Okay, the reflecting surface are parallel. So here this one and this one, they are parallel to each other, and they are arranged at an angle of 45 degrees. So you can see here it is arranged at 45 degree. Okay, so the rays of the light from a distant object enter from the top end of the tube. So here the light rays enter here. After reflection it goes to the second mirror. From the second mirror it reflects and then reaches your I. Alright, so these rays are incident on the plane mirror, again gets reflected, then turn through the right angle and fall on the plane mirror at the lower end. Here, the rays are again reflected and turn through a right angle. Here at the lower end, an image of an object is seen. So periscopes are used in battle tanks. So where it is used? It is used in battle tanks, submarines. You know what is submarines, isn't it? They are the vehicles which go deep in the ocean, okay, to look at objects far away and to calculate their distance. Such activities are possible even while staying inside the tanks and submarines. All right, so that is your periscope. So this is your periscope. Understand? Now, uses of plane mirrors. How can we use plane mirrors? Plane mirrors are used as a looking glasses. Everyone knows this, isn't it? Every morning you look on the mirror and brush your teeth, isn't it? They are used in showrooms, hairdressers, isn't it? Showrooms, you can see. Yes, you can see the cupboards are made up of glass mirrors, isn't it? Yes, hairdressers, in barber shop or saloons, beauty parlors, they are used, isn't it? In order to enable person to see not only the front but also at the back, isn't it? Yes, view himself or herself, okay, but also the back view as well as the side view simultaneously. All right, now they are used to produce optical illusion on the stage. Optical illusion means you can have multiple images, okay, understand? Then they are used in the construction of reflecting instruments like kaleidoscope and periscope. So periscope we have learned, kaleidoscope I will show you. I'll send you some pictures, okay, and one video based on periscope and kaleidoscope. All right, so go through that, you will understand what is kaleidoscope and periscope. All right, okay. Now the last topic that we are going to discuss today is speed of light. Speed of light means how fast light can move. All right, so as we have already studied previously, light is a form of energy which produces sensation of sight on us, means sensation of vision. Light helps us to see the things. That is why in the dark we are not able to see, but in the day when there is sunlight we can see the things around us. So light is helping us to see the things, isn't it? A single ray of light, very important, put a star mark and underline. A single ray of light takes approximately 8 minutes and how many seconds? 8 minutes and, okay, let me see, 20 seconds, okay. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the surface of the earth. So this is the sun, okay, and this is our earth. So from the sun, a single ray of light to reach from the sun to the earth, it takes how many minutes? 8 minutes plus 20 seconds. All right, so the light travels in a straight line. See, you have to understand this. Light travels in a straight line, and what is the speed of light? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. All right, in vacuum or air. So when light moves in any other medium, its speed decreases. Please remember this. Apart from air and vacuum, if light is traveling in any other medium like glass or water, okay, its speed will decrease. And you could say 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter banda kamti huncha light ko speed if it is traveling in any other medium apart from air and vacuum. Okay, so the amount of decrease depends upon the nature of the medium. That is, the denser the medium, the lesser will be the speed of light. So more is the density of the medium, less will be the speed of light. Okay, so that is why you can say that in water the speed of light is around 2,25,000 kilometer per second. In glass it is about 2 lakh kilometer per second, and in diamond it is about 1,24,000 kilometer per second. So here you see that more is the denser. Here diamond is the most denser of substance here, so very less speed of light in it. Understand? So the speed of light depends upon the density of the medium through which it is traveling. All right, so this is the speed of light. All right, so that's all for today. The spectral light and colors we will discuss next week in our next week's class. All right, so I hope you have understood here. If you have any confusion, you can always ask me in the class group. And after you complete this, you please follow the link which I will be providing for the concept of kaleidoscope and periscope. Understand? And after that, as usual, you will get some notes based on the topics that we have discussed today. Please copy those notes and learn them. All right, so that's all for today. Have a good day.